was a happy kid. I loved to play. Then, like, once I started going to school, like first, second standard, I think I was a little below average student, because like I would keep hearing, you have to study harder. Look at your friends, they're all doing well. Why can't you study? I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? You're just a child. I started believing that, okay, studies is everything. Without studies, I'm not going to make it anywhere and I'm not worth it. I think that's when I started feeling insecure and like I'm not good enough. Like I couldn't make people proud of me. I started hating myself. So I would tell God, like, okay, God, you are God. You've made millions and billions of people throughout history. I think you've just made a small mistake, and that's me. I would say, God, if you could just erase me, the memory of me from all the people I know, and it'll be like I never existed. And I felt like the people around me, their lives would actually be better. Around the age of 11, I went for a church camp. I remember the speaker sharing the gospel about how Jesus came to this world and he was crucified. He suffered so much, and I just couldn't believe that God died for me. He suffered so much for me. And during prayer, I remember weeping, and I wasn't sad or anything. I was just so overwhelmed by how much God loves me. I couldn't understand why. I left that day with so much joy and so much peace in my heart. After my boards, that's when I found the brochure to a studio that opened near my house. It was a ballet studio. I didn't even know much about ballet back then. I mean, I always liked dance, but it wasn't something that I saw myself getting into. It was a dream that I didn't even dream about. It's like dreaming about going to the moon. Like, oh, I wish I could go to the moon. But you know it's never going to happen, so you don't even care. You won't even try to make it happen. So it was like one of those dreams, but it was actually coming true. And I didn't even ask God for this. I mean, God is amazing. He just provided it. I fell in love with ballet immediately. Especially at that point of time when I was so low. It gave me something to look forward to in life. It was a place where I felt like I belonged and I could do something. This is something I'm actually good at, and I'm not failing at it, terribly. It's not something that the rest of the world maybe values much, but it meant the world to me. Well, ballet was a big gift that he gave me. Happy to see that it was slowly giving me hope again. It was just a way of him showing me that he still loves me and that he is there for me, that I'm not a mistake. I realized that God doesn't just give me happiness. What he had given me is joy. And joy is something you can't really explain. It's something only God can give you. And it's something that everyone needs.